This morning. This past Shabbos we finished the third time reviewing, studying, learning, reciting Pirkei Avos. And it begins, the mission begins, Shor Chachamim B'Lashon Mishnah. The Chachamim taught us in the Lashon of the Mishnah. What is the exact meaning? What's the pshat? How do we understand these words, these four words, Shor Chachamim B'Lashon Mishnah? Pirkei itself originated, Masechta of Pirkei Avos was originally 5 Perakim. Rabbi HaKodesh was Masada Torah Shabbat Peh. He made it from Torah Shabbat Peh. He committed it to writing. That Torah should not be forgotten. So he committed it to writing, and the original it was authored. There were 5 Perakim. Now, but the Chachamim saw that it would be very fitting, being that we begin learning Pirkei the first Shabbos after Pesach. So between Pesach and Shavuos there's 6 Shabbosim. So they added a 6th Pirkei, and its content is all about how person should gain for himself that valuable, precious possession of Torah, and became known as Kinyan Torah. So that we should go into Kabbalah Torah, receive the Torah, receive it with this, learning that Shabbat before Shavuos. We learn the 6th Pirkei. It's also very interesting that the second time that we finish learning Pirkei again, and it does also, it deals there's before us Kabbalah Torah Luchos. We finish the second time right by before Shavuos Tammuz, right by Shavuos Tammuz, when we know that history is recorded. 5 tragedies took place on Tammuz, Shavuos Tammuz. One of them is in the Shtabra Haluchos. The tablets were broken. The luchos were broken. Moshe Rabbeinu came down, and he saw the Klal Yisrael were estranged. They were worshipping an idol, an Avodah Zarah. They made a golden calf, made lazov. So he broke the luchos. The third time was in this past Shabbos, which also is right before us the same issue. Moshe Rabbeinu went up on Rosh Chodesh Elul to be there for 40 days and come down with the second set of luchos on Yom Kippur. So this 6th Pirkei that they added to the Masechtas Avos was actually not a Mishnah. All the 5 Perakim, previous 5 Perakim of Pirkei Avos are Mishnahs. This one, the 6th one is not Mishnahs originally. They were brises. What brises means bar chutz. They were studied outside of the Besmedish Rabbi HaKodesh, Rabbi, and they were in Aramaic. So, in order to be universal, it should be the same lashon that same language that the first 5 Perakim are, and it should be like a Mishnah, every Shisha Sidrei Mishnah. Imagine seeing all of the 6 Dharma of Shisha Sidrei Mishnah are all in Lashon HaKodesh. So this one also had to be Lashon HaKodesh. So they took brises, and which originally were written in Aramaic, and they translated these brises into Lashon HaKodesh. So actually this the opening of Pirkei Shishi was a brise, and it was Tana Rabbanon. That's how it began. So the Tonu is the Aramaic, in Hebrew would be Tonu means to learn. In Hebrew, Shonu b'shinan tom levanach in Fishbain. Shonu and the Hebrew, the Aramaic is Rabbanan, and Hebrew is Chachamim. So Shonu Chachamim b'Rosh Mishnah. Chacham they translated into the Rosh Mishnah, which was not Kodesh, but just said by in Megillus Rus, Kabbalah Saterit, and Megillus Rus, it brings there that when the mother told them that they should go their separate ways, that they should depart. She has no more children. She has no more. They both were left. They were almonas without children. There was no shach, no yibum. He said, "Go your separate ways." He said, so Ruth said to her, Pasha Tolini, Tolim, Bashitech Elech, wherever you go, memorable words, wherever you go, I'll go. Lak HaMoves, Yafi Beni Belech. The only thing that will separate us is Moves, is death itself. The Persian pshat is that she meant that she'll cling to her. As long as she's on this earth, she's going to cling to her mother. She wants to stay close to her. She was possibly referring to something else as well. Chazal tell us that when the Parishon was standing at Har Sinai, so the Rabbi Shalom threatened them. He took Kov Aleim Hakigigis. He took the cone of the mountain and he turned it over on the Klal Yisrael. And he told them, present them an ultimatum. In Tekablos HaTorah Muta. If you'll be ready to accept the Torah, it's good. So you continue to go on living. If not, you'll remain here. This will be your burial ground. So they're threatened. You're forced to receive the Torah. You're threatened that they're going to be put. They won't go away from Har Sinai alive. So that's the pshat. Wherever you go, wherever you sleep, I'll sleep. The only difference between your Kabbalah Sateira, you who you were born a Yid, your parents were Yid, your parents were Har Sinai. The only difference is Lak HaMoves. Your parents, your ancestors accepted the Torah because they were threatened, they were given the ultimatum, HaMoves of Tekabos HaMutzah, Torah Mutzah belongs to the Raskon. I am going to accept the Torah, with my own free will. That's the only difference is the Moves, my accepting the Torah and you accepting the Torah. And also, we can also teach the Kabbalah Torah Mutzah, Lav Shom Teich Raskon, can very well mean also that without Torah, a person who goes on in life, existing, living, making a living, and enjoying himself, what he considers made money and made success in life, that's not called living. There's no Shiva Kanevish, no real, he has nothing that he really takes from life itself to give him something more than just existing, eating, and sleeping, and dreaming. That's in the Kabbalah Satir. If you accept upon yourself Torah mitzvahs, if you accept upon yourself ruchnius, a higher way of living, of seeking and wanting to grow constantly, mutav, that's called living. V'imlav, without Torah, shom teich raskam, that itself is not called living. That's just existing. That's yourself. That's dead. That's it. Tzadikim and mishasim kriyim chayim, and rishoyim afilu chayim kriyim meisim. That's not called living. The price was success. What people pay, what they call success, making good living. John Locke says there was a very famous attorney in Baltimore, the most prominent malpractice negligence attorney in the city of Baltimore. His success cost him his wife's life. A horrible tragedy. He was very successful. Every malpractice suit that he undertook, he was batting 1,000, just about 1,000. And if you could understand that the doctors, their malpractice insurance went way up, and they had a very special place in their heart for him. His wife was never in a serious accident, and when they brought her to the emergency room, no doctor wanted to touch her. Each one found an excuse for some reason or other to never have that kind of dog. That's the price of success. In the Kabbalah, that's a mutar and lav shom teivach. Not ben akash oimer. Rosh HaKodesh Baruch Hu was hakish in Yisrael. The Fiko, Kiblam Torah Mitzvah Shnemar. Ad nechol izman Shizkoi Yad Torah Yad.